Hey, it's Tim here, coach of Men Who Want More and founder of the Step In Your Strength Academy. And today I want to talk to you about how to make the correct decision every time. I know, big claim, right? How do you know what decision is the right decision, is the correct decision? Sometimes you just don't. Have you been in that situation? Maybe you have. Maybe you've been in that situation like me many times. You have to make some important decisions in your life, in and around where you want to live, in and around a business proposition, maybe a new work or career opportunity. Maybe it's in a relationship, to end one, to start one. In your family dynamic, what's going on there. Maybe it's financially. Decisions are part and parcel of being human. And I know you know that. But how do you make the correct decision every time? That's what we're going to discuss today on this live stream. And thank you for being here live with me. And it's something that time and time again, I find bumping up with people that I get to connect with each and every single day. I love what I get to do. And one common theme is making tough decisions, making strong decisions. And often we struggle with it. Often because we know that there's going to be consequences. We know that whichever way we go with the decision, that there may be some pain. And I think the first thing we need to talk about here is that's normal. It's normal that with decision making, that it's not always going to go to plan. It's not always going to be super rosy and really fucking pleasurable. But the way you make the right decisions or the correct decisions every single time, you need to ask yourself one question. And that one question is going to set you free. That one question is going to help you find high levels of clarity within yourself. It's going to help you make the correct decisions. It may not always be the decision you want to make. And the question is, what is the right decision, not the easy decision? What is the right decision, not the easy decision? Now, when you can answer that from a place of strength every single time, doesn't matter the decision, if it's big, small, medium, doesn't matter. Now, on the other side of that, what you're going to find is there's some potential fear. Because like I mentioned, tough decisions and decisions that we make day to day at times have consequences and costs. And that's okay. That's part and parcel of it. But there's going to be a time where you make those decisions, and you've had this in your life, I know, and things haven't turned out the right way for you. And that's okay. That's called life. That's called part of the journey. That's called trusting in a bigger picture. But if you want to make the correct decision every single time, you need to ask yourself that question. What's the right thing to do, not the easy thing? Because so often we default to the easy thing to avoid pain. Yet the pain that we need in that moment, making the right decision, not the easy decision, is exactly what we need. We need to go through the pain. We need to go through the struggle. We need to go through the challenge. We need to go through the adversity so we can grow, so we can become more. And so we can make better decisions as we grow as human beings. So ask yourself, maybe you're going through a struggle right now. Maybe it's a relationship struggle, a money problem, a concern within your family, within a business, or within your job or your work situation. Just sit back and ask yourself, what's the right decision here? Not the easy one, the right one. And here's one of two things is going to happen. The first thing that's going to happen is you know within your gut and within your intuition what that right decision is. And that's a good thing. But maybe you won't. Maybe you won't initially. And your brain may come up with one of the worst fucking things you can say is, I don't know. And that's okay too. Because that just means you haven't conditioned your brain to come up with great responses quickly. And there's an opportunity to do that. And how do you do that? Well, you say, if I did know, what would it be? What would be the right decision here? Insert the problem, the challenge. What would be the right decision if I did know? And guess what happens? A fucking amazing thing. Your brain comes up with an answer. Maybe you won't like that answer. So if you don't like that answer, or you ask yourself, what's the right thing to do here, not the easy thing, and your brain comes up with the answer that frightens you, that gives you some doubt, some fear, then you've got another decision to make. Will you access and generate courage and step more into your strength? Or will you not? Will you stay small? Will you stay in your comfort and avoid that decision because of the potential pain, which you can't control? Now, you can control suffering if you stay in that pain. That's a topic for another conversation. But if you want to make the correct decision every single fucking time you have to make a decision, then just ask yourself that. What is the right thing to do here? It's not always easy. That's the problem. And when you can condition the muscle to make the right decisions, not the easy decision, despite the potential pain, and access the courage facing those fears and doing it anyway, you step into a new level of freedom. You step into a new level of strength, of knowing who you are, what you stand for, and clarity within yourself. And guess what happens? Decisions, big, small, indifferent, are all the same. They're just events. The meaning we create around those decisions dictates how important they are to us, and therefore dictates how we go about solving the problem of making the decision. But you always know, and so do I. I know what my truth is, you know what your truth is. The question is, will you ask from a place of certainty and ask yourself, what is the right thing to do here, not the easy thing? And secondly, will you have the courage to go ahead despite the pain, despite your intuition saying, I need to end this relationship, despite your intuition saying, I need to start the business, despite the right thing to do to spend the money. The right thing to do is get in a great shape. Whatever area of your life, it doesn't matter. The same question will set you free. What is the right thing to do here? Not the easy thing. That's how you make the correct decision every single time. Hey Amanda, Macaulay, Andrea, thank you for joining me here. Jenny and Tuam, Cecile and Mike, hi back. Leanne and Zoe, Suzanne, Will, Muhammad, Ben, hey Tom, Comrade, Mike, Miguel, Rim, Gav. Hey, so many of you here joining me live. Appreciate your support, guys. Talking about how do you make the correct decision every time. And it's very simple, but it's not easy. Simple meaning, you just ask yourself, what is the right thing to do here? And when your brain comes up with the answer of, I don't know, you don't accept that. You say, if I did know, what would it be? And then your brain comes up with the correct answer for you in that moment. And then you need the courage to act upon it. And then you need to condition yourself time and time again to condition yourself to make those decisions, whether they're small ones, whether they're big ones. And making decisions is part of masculine energy. So if you're a guy, maybe you find it a little bit easier to make decisions directly. If you're a guy who's masculine driven energy. If not, and you've got some more femininity, if you're female, not all females are feminine energy, it may be a bit more challenging. You just got to ask yourself, you need to access more masculine energy, which means asking yourself from a place of certainty. I want to access some of this energy that will help me make decisions quicker, stronger, the right decisions every single time, and then not get so caught up on the attachment of the potential pain. And I know this is easier said than done, but the more you do it, the easier it gets. I'm a living example. I've had to make so many tough decisions in my life in any area you can think of, and I know you too have. You have too. And it's the same thing, whether you do it consciously or unconsciously. Now you can do it unconsciously and just go into worry the unknown, self-doubt, and make those decisions based off fear. And generally what happens, you end up with a shit result. And you keep just recycling those fear-based emotions. Or you can bring more consciousness to it, more awareness, more maturity. And you can start stepping more into your strength and asking yourself better questions. Like, what is the right thing to do here, not the easy thing? And then step into that strength time and time again. No different than going to the gym, getting in great shape, growing a business. Repetition is the mother of skill and learning. The more you do it, the better you get at it. So that's all I do have for you today. How to make the correct decision every single time. It's very simple. Ask yourself, what is the right thing, not the easy thing, and then act upon it and do that consistently. So again, thank you so much, guys, for joining me live. Hopefully this has been valuable to you. If it has, comment below, share this video, like this video. And if you want some more detailed help, if you've got a specific decision or it's repeating itself and you're not finding clarity there, then make sure you private message me. I'm always here to help. I'll give you some clarity there, and I'm here to serve and help you there. So that door's always open for you, and I appreciate your support if you're watching the replay also. And wherever you are, whether it's in the day, whether it's in the evening, whether it's in the morning, wherever you're watching in the world and whatever time, make those decisions from a place of strength. Do the right thing, not always the easy thing, and have an incredible day. And it's your time to step in your strength and to be the best man you can be.